this week for part 2 of our series, Generous Life. The title from today was Jumpstart. If you didn't already do this over dinner, I want you to take a chance and just go around the group and share what your highlight and low light were for the week. That is the highest point, the best thing that happened to you this week, and the hardest, the lowest thing that happened to you this week. What is the biggest thing you have ever been given, and how did that impact you? Go ahead and read Luke 9, verses 12 through 17. This is the story of Jesus feeding the 5,000 with only 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread. What things can you learn about God's provision from this story? In today's message, we learned that God will bless us with less so that we learn that He is more than enough. I remember when we lived in New York and we took our taxes to be done, they marveled. They said, "Why in the world would you pay your employer?" And I laughed and I got a chance to share that no, we weren't paying our employer. We were tithing. We were giving that money to God. And the church was then using that money to bless other people. As a result of our giving, we saw so many great things happen. One example is we had a repair that needed to be done to our car, and it was $800. So I called to pay for that over the phone with a credit card. And I remember them telling me, "Ma'am, we can't take your credit card. The bill's already been paid." They wouldn't tell me who it was, which meant I knew exactly who it was. It was God. He had put it on someone's heart to take care of us. In what ways have you seen God bless and multiply your resources as a result of your giving? To whom or to what do you feel that God is calling you to give more of your resources to? Now, I know some of y'all heard the message or you heard the topic and thought, "Oh no, there the pastor goes talking about money." But the fact is, tithing is a spiritual discipline, and the Bible is very clear about it, and that we are abundantly blessed when we give God 10%. Now, some of y'all are giving 10%, and others are just giving a few dollars, and some of you aren't giving anything at all. So without having to share exactly what you're giving in the group, I want you to talk about where you are as far as what is keeping you from giving more, no matter what you're giving. And then what maybe could you do, what step you could take to just be able to give a little more. Thank y'all so much for letting me step in to Rick's shoes and fill in for him this week. He will be back next time. With that being said, let's not neglect one of the most important things that we can do, and that is pray together. I'm going to go ahead and start it, and why don't y'all finish the prayer time where you are. God, you are so faithful. You are so generous to us. God, you have everything, and you abundantly bless us, and you ask for just a small portion back. God, it's so hard sometimes to not get caught up in frivolous things and in the moment with our spending and also with other things, Lord. But I pray for every person who is hearing this. I pray that you give them a heart for you above all else, and that is reflected with their finances, with their words, with their actions, with their priorities, with everything that they do. I pray for blessings over every person that is hearing this right now. I pray all of this in your trustworthy name. Amen.